Hiya! How are ya? So, this is me having a lovely blackberry and uh and wanted to talk about some decisions that I made some years ago. Because me being here in this lovely village, ecological Camp Hill village, with all the different support systems that are around me today, is from a decision I made some years ago. And you could very well say that I was at rock bottom. I was at rock bottom. I had driven myself so far down the drain and into so many addictions and conspiracies that I was very low down, weakened and suffering. Now, I made a choice back then, this decision, a change in my life. And that choice had been developing and evolving and building itself into a better me, into a better structure, organized, commonsensical, responsible, honest me. And it is just those words, that to become responsible, to become self-honest, because that is not done like that. You have to work it, and change takes time. Such a change obviously takes some effort and some time. I mean, even if we want to change the world and all the systems, it's going to take some time, because they are very ingrained in our human experience. And so within, so without, whatever I see out there in the news or wherever, it is stored back at myself, at how I'm living, anything. And we are all equally responsible within that equation. And if you understand some principles of life and living and consideration and existential questions, you would know deep within you that to work for a equal and one living and life is what is best for all. Equality and oneness for what is best for all. And today, in August 2017, I think one of the key points that I understand is for humanity to realize that we need to start sharing our money. I mean, I've studied this thoroughly for many years now, this money system and my own money and how I relate to money, how I define money, how I fear money. All these relations that I would look at and come back to the starting point of realizing that 30,000 children dies today because they have no money to buy food, medicine, water, etc. And that is just totally unacceptable. That is unacceptable. We have to change that. And a way to start changing that is to give a basic income, a living income guarantee to everybody. Because we should all be guaranteed life before we are forced into work that we may find as useless jobs and just keeping the same old system maintenance that is just supporting the same old system of abuse. And that is not a good solution for very many people. So I realized some years ago that I have to become responsible. I have to become honest. I have to become forgiving within myself, within my experience, within anything that goes on within the metaphysical as me. To become real, to become self-honest, to become physicality as myself, as the living flesh that I am. And so that is what I decided about 5 or 6 years ago, that I have to start living this change and realizing myself as this and walking the destiny I process with self-forgiveness, self-correction, responsibility, self-honesty, so that I can be one standing example of a better alternative and responsible, self-honest being. And so today we see that initiatives of living income guarantee, basic income guarantee, is gaining more and more terrain, and that is cool. And still it is a long way before we are all living a good quality, prosperity, and so on life. It is quite some it's quite a long process still, but we are laying the fundaments. That is what our concern is at Destiny. We're laying the fundament today, laying the fundament of what can be of support and fundament for the coming generations, so we can have a good life for all. Because as we know, the systems that are out there in the world that are represented in here and as ourselves are very ingrained, and they're deep rooted, and it takes time to change it. But we have to start, and that change starts with me. My question is, does that change of responsibility, self-honesty, forgiveness also start with you?